Vice President Kamala Harris tells Guatemala's president that the top priority for her trip there today is addressing migration to the U.S. April was the second busiest month for unaccompanied children arriving at the southern border, and many come from places like Guatemala. Correspondent Owen Jensen reports from the White House.
Congressional Republicans have criticized President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris for not visiting the U.S.-Mexico border, for ignoring what they call a crisis. Now, tomorrow, Vice President Kamala Harris will meet with Mexico's president, but first stop today, Guatemala. Under pressure to deliver results on the international stage, Vice President Kamala Harris in the Northern Triangle country of Guatemala.
We are renewing our relationships around the globe and our presence around the world.
The vice president said people leave their homelands because either they are fleeing from harm or can't satisfy their basic needs. And she said leaders have to convince citizens there is reason to have hope for their families and the future.
To give people a sense that help is on the way. To let them know that they are seen, that they are heard.
The U.S. will send $310 million to provide support for refugees and address food shortages. Also, new anti-trafficking and smuggling measures. In Guatemala, there's widespread corruption to contend with as well.
The underlying reason for so much of what we are seeing in terms of this level and type of corruption is about profit. It is about profit without concern for the damage it creates to real human life.
Meanwhile, President Biden will soon be heading overseas for the G7 and NATO Summits, and he'll be meeting with Queen Elizabeth II as well as Russian President Vladimir Putin. And in the press briefing room today, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan.
And the trip at its core will advance the fundamental thrust of Joe Biden's foreign policy, to rally the world's democracies to tackle the great challenges of our time.
Also tonight, in another sign of a return to pre-pandemic times, reporters who cover the White House, including myself, who are fully vaccinated, can now walk onto the campus without the need for being tested. And in the press briefing room today, every seat was taken, it was packed. In fact, it was standing room only. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.